What is the message you're trying to get across today?
I think the message that we're trying to get across today with this event specifically is that anyone and everyone has the duty to see Indigenous justice happen, regardless of whether you're Indigenous or not. I think we all have the duty to come together, talk to our MPs, because the thing that Wet'suwet'en hereditary chiefs and people all around the world or all around Canada are trying to do here is protect the land for the future. And the land is not just ours, we all live on the land. So I think with this kind of event, we're sending a message that this is all of our responsibility.
Well, I'm a big advocate for divestment, and I really think that all the investors in these projects really need to see if the approvals are going through the proper checks and balances. If we're hedging the university's future funds on issues that might not be properly permitted or issues that cause social discord, I think it sends a really bad message. We want to have a progressive university that is in line with the values and the moral ethics of the global community today. And that does not include racism or colonialism. We need to move beyond that and work as a team, as a global community, especially on issues like climate change and Indigenous rights.
There's kind of a lot of misinformation that's around just in terms of why people are creating blockades and why people are defending their land, and just a lot of kind of misinformation about what that means and why it's happening. And so really, I just want people to kind of further educate themselves on what the actual realities are. So the fact that the Wet'suwet'en people offered like a different route and the Coastal GasLink said no. And so just the fact that they're really just trying to protect their land. They're not against these pipelines, and they're not trying to be like really anti anything than just protecting the land that is rightfully theirs.
When you hear people are frustrated with rail lines and traffic being blocked, what is your response to that?
Honestly, as a student who needed to get home, like, it's frustrating for me too. But the thing is, you have to understand that Indigenous people have gone through so much worse things than just pure inconvenience. Genocide, missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls. And so compared to that, you really can't compare that on the same scale. And it's interesting too how rail lines have pushed through Indigenous reserves like a virus throughout history as a really impactful tool of colonization. And so I think it's really powerful that we're focusing on rail lines as a way to get our justice. So yeah, I guess in response to students, I would say like it's frustrating, and I know, but it's really like Indigenous people are being pushed into a corner where this is something that we have to do, and this is the response that we have to take. And so for students who are really frustrated, I'd say come to events like this or on your own and talk to your MPs and get them to push for the Wet'suwet'en hereditary chiefs' demands to be heard.